Welcome back to Coding Dev. In the previous two videos, we have covered actions which describe what happened and reducers which update the state based on those actions. Now let us move forward and look at the Redux tool, the piece that brings actions and reducers together. The key thing to remember, no matter how complex the app gets, Redux maintains a single store for the entire application. Even though it may sound simple, the store has some crucial responsibilities. Hold the application state, offer a getState method to access the state, use dispatch to allow updates to the state, enable listeners through the subscribe method, and allow cleanup via an unsubscribe function. All these will make more sense once we implement them. So far we have written the action creator as well as reducer. We haven't used anything from Redux yet. So for the first time, let us import create store from Redux. One thing you can notice here is create store is deprecated. It is deprecated in favor of the Redux Toolkit. We will be covering Redux Toolkit in detail in the upcoming videos. That is the goal of this entire series. Before that, let us understand create store. You need to know this create store because you'll be dealing with a lot of old code or legacy code in your code base, and you will find this create store everywhere. So you need to learn this. So the store will be create store of reducer. I'll just pass the reducer which we created here. Once the store is created, I'll log what is there in the store. That is initial state. We can get the state of the store by calling store.getState. So we'll just run this. So as you can see, it is logging book count as 100. That is what we have initialized the store with. The next thing is we will do the subscription. So what subscription does is it will allow us to register a callback. So in that callback, we can check what is the current state. So we'll do store.subscribe. We need to pass a callback function here. We'll just log current state as store.getState. So we have registered a subscription. The next thing is to dispatch an action. So I'll do store.dispatch. We have the action creator. We need to call the borrow book function. I'll call without any arguments. That will default the quantity to 1. Now let us go ahead and log this. So you can see it is logging the current state here. So whenever we borrow a book, the count is reduced by 1 and count is set to 99. I can call this dispatch multiple times. This time let me borrow 2 books and I'll borrow 1 again. And if I run this, as you can see, first it will reduce to 99, then I borrow 2 books, it will be reduced to 97 and next to 96. So our Redux setup is working fine. One last thing we need to do is unsubscribing. So whatever is returned from this subscribe function, right, I will assign to unsubscribe. This is a callback function. As you can see, it will return a unsubscribe function and I'll call it at the end. So that's it for this video. In the next video, we will see another scenario. Whenever user returns the book, we need to update the book count by the number of books returned. So we implement that in the next video.